4, 3.
Welcome to Charter Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. The 2011 National Salute to Veteran Patients Week is February 13th through the 19th. Joining us to discuss the important role of this salute for both the veterans and for the volunteers is co-chairman James Reynolds. Nice to have you with us, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Good to be here.
Remind us a little bit. We have about, what, 2 million veterans, but we're speaking here about the veterans that are actually in VA facilities. Approximately how many of those people are actually in those facilities
Well, I think
now?
the number is somewhere around 100,000 or so. Actually, about 20 million veterans in the country.
I'm sorry, you're right, 20 million.
Overall,
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, about 100,000 at one time or another, people moving in and out of the facilities.
So we have a lot of people. And how about the number of volunteers?
Almost 150,000 volunteers. I'm astounded at the number of volunteers. I
I'm
always
happy
ask
to
that
hear
question.
that there are more volunteers than there are patients.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a nice thing
Absolutely.
to hear.
It is a good thing. And so many of those volunteers are veterans or they are related to veterans, and they come back in. I believe the oldest veteran I've met was 101 years old. The youngest was 13, but she started at 6. She started becoming a volunteer at the age of 6.
When someone goes in and they volunteer, how much of a difference does it make to that veteran that's there? You know, they're returning, they've given a great service to our country, and somebody comes in and says, you know what, hey, it's my turn to be here for you a little bit.
It makes a tremendous difference. It not only makes a difference because it aids the staff of whatever facility that is, but it makes a difference to that veteran.
That someone cared enough?
They love it when I go in and just say hello and how are you. I'm astounded. People will embrace me, or I'll walk in and someone is really suffering.
Is it because you served? Is it because your role on Days of the Lives? Is it because you're just an American and you care?
It's all those things. It's all those things. They're just happy that somebody cares. Somebody comes in. Somebody's smiling at them. It's all of those things, and at different points different people will sort of hang on to one of those, and of course I can talk the language because I was a veteran, and that's a good thing, but the fact that I'm there and that I care, and
so even if somebody hasn't served, we still encourage somebody to
absolutely
participate.
it's so important, and they will be rewarded for it.
I was just going to say, what do you think a volunteer gets out of volunteering?
Tremendous satisfaction. Tremendous satisfaction that they've helped somebody. Just simply going in and saying hello will help somebody in ways that they cannot begin
writing a
to
letter
imagine.
for them, sending an email
writing
them.
a letter, distributing gifts from other volunteers from other community organizations, sitting down, holding their hand,
just spending
talking
some time
to
with
them,
somebody.
spending time.
Right.
Yeah.
As co-chairman for this, you've historically been the chairman, and I understand this year you have a co-chairman.
I do.
And very interestingly, this is a man who himself has served, such as you. He was wounded and pretty seriously.
Yes, he's an Iraq War veteran, a country western singer, and an extraordinary young man. We haven't met face to face yet, and so I'm looking forward to that
Send
time.
pictures if you would.
I will.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But he, I think he injured, I believe, like 6 or so vertebrae on his back. They weren't sure he was going to walk again, but because he stuck with it, and so did the VA, he is walking again. He's performing as a singer now. He's joining you as co-chairman.
He is, and I think his story is an example of how Americans should be very proud of what the VA does for the veterans, and taking such a personal hand in each veteran, each story. I mean, everything from a heart transplant to a sprained ankle. That's what our veterans are getting at the VA medical centers.
So remind people, Veterans Salute Week?
Veterans Salute, it's Valentine's Day. It's very simple. Valentine's Day, salute to hospitalized veterans.
Right. Of course, you know this gentleman. He is Abe Carver on Days of Our Lives, but as you can see, not only is he a successful actor, but he also gives back to the community. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you. It's
Happy
good to be
Valentine's,
here.
a little early, but happy Valentine's Day.
Any day is Valentine's Day when it comes to taking care of veterans.
You're right, sir. Thank you for watching Charter Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. Oh, that